何を見ている？
街のイベントだよ。明日、ミュージアムの見学のイベントがあるよ。一緒に行く？
行きたい。でも、靴下がない。
じゃあ、一足あげるね。
ありがとう。じゃあ、行く。
すごい。すごい。目的のティラノサウルス。
口が大きい。
足が長い。
そして耳が小さいね。
それから目がちょっと怖い。
でも手がすごく短い。ミュージアムは面白いよね。
At the end of this video, you'll be able to fill in the blanks on this worksheet with the kanji for each word. This means, of course, that you'll also be able to read those words when you see them in kanji. Check out one of the previous videos in this series if you're not sure who this video is for.
Nani o mite iru?
If you've made it this far in your studies, you probably already know the word miru, which means to look or to watch, depending on the context. The kanji that looks like an eye of Sauron on legs, we also learned as look, so that should make this word easy to remember. Miru. Write along with Yuki here, or pause the video and use the diagram on the left to try and practice writing the word.
何を見ている？何を見ている？
I see Yuki looking at the town bulletin board and ask, "Nani o?" The word what is the object of miteiru, the present progressive or ing version of miru, thus looking. Altogether, what object looking? From lesson 69 in this series, stories will be left up to you. Stories you make are always better for memorization than random ones anyway. We'll sometimes share one or two if we think they're just too good to let go. Feel free to share your stories in the comments. So, miru uses the kanji look and means to look.
街のイベントだよ。明日、ミュージアムの見学のイベントがあるよ。一緒に行く？
Taking a look at the kanji in the word kengaku can help a little bit with picking up the meaning. We have look and learn. You might think it means something along the lines of visual learning. And if so, you're not entirely wrong. This word is usually used for going to a place and learning about it in person, or learning about something that happens there in person. You can think of something like a field trip to a museum or a factory tour. These are all forms of kengaku. We'll shorten things up to study by observation or field trip.
明日、ミュージアムの見学のイベントがあるよ。明日、ミュージアムの見学のイベントがあるよ。
You can get access to the worksheets in this video and other worksheets as well if you're a member of ToKiniAndy.com. You'll also find an Anki deck that teaches all of the JLPT N5 and N4 kanji's meanings and writings, as well as extra sentences that aren't in this video for helping you to learn how to read them. Not to mention, we have tons of other grammar, vocabulary, reading, and listening content. Check it out today. Yuki tells us what she's looking at. Machi no ibento. Town events. Dayo. It is friendly new info. Ashita. Tomorrow. Museum no kengaku no ibento ga aru yo. Museum field trip event. Subject. Have. Friendly new info. Issho ni. Together with. Iku. Go. All together. Town event it is. Yo. Tomorrow. museum field trip event, subject, have. Yo. Together with go. So, 見学 uses the kanji look and learn and means study by observation or field trip.
行きたい。でも、靴下がない。
じゃあ、一足あげるね。
ありがとう。じゃあ、行く。
The kanji for foot, when attached to a number, is a counter for shoes, socks, or anything you wear in your feet. We read it as soku. So, 一足、二足、三足、四足, etc. One thing to note, remember how chitsuki and ku become small tsus before ha, hi, fu, he, and ho? Well, they do that before sa, shi, su, se, and so as well. That's why one pair of socks or shoes, the word in our sentence, is issoku and not ichisoku.
じゃあ、一足あげるね。じゃあ、一足あげるね。
I respond to Yuki's invitation with want to go, but socks subject not exist, as in, I don't have any socks. The most random possible reason to decline an invitation ever invented. Yuki's surprised by this, but has a solution for my problem. Ja, well then, issoku, one pair of socks, I assume. Ageru ne, will give, eh? I thank her and say, I will go then. I really did want to go, I just didn't have any socks. So, soku uses the kanji for foot and is a counter for things worn on your feet. Pretty intuitive, really.
すごい。あ、すごい。あ、目的のティラノサウルス。
口が大きい。
The kanji for I, combined with a Kanken level 6 kanji we won't learn for a while, read as teki, gives us mokuteki, a thing you aim at and try to make a reality. This could be a goal, aim, or objective.
あ、目的のティラノサウルス。あ、目的のティラノサウルス。
We have some fun looking around the museum on our tour the next day, before finally reaching the main thing, or aim, that Yuki wanted to see. 目的のティラノサウルス. Aim, complex noun, no. Tyrannosaurus. T-Rex is probably not a word you learn very early in most languages, but it's pretty much the same as in English, so here it is. That "lus" on the end is a bit hard to get your tongue wrapped around, but it is the word. Anyway, Yuki was aiming to see the T-Rex today. That was her main objective. I say, mouth big. Like a baby. So, mokuteki uses the kanji I and means objective or goal.
足が長い。
Ashi brings us back to the foot kanji, and this time it just means foot or feet. What's incredibly annoying is that it can also mean legs, which is how we will see it in our sentence. You can't really tell the difference, like whether person speaking means feet or legs. You just have to kind of assume based on context. Kind of a weird word.
足が長い。足が長い。
Yuki says, ashi ga nagai, which does not mean that the T-Rex's feet are long, but that its legs subject, long. So, ashi uses the kanji foot and means foot or legs.
そして耳が小さいね。
Mimi is not me saying me, me, mine, 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 and hurting your ears. It's just the word for ears in Japanese. Mimi.
そして耳が小さいね。そして耳が小さいね。
I agree that the T-Rex's legs are long and say そして. Also, 耳が小さいね. Ears, subject, small, eh? Here's a simple example of a story you could create to memorize this word. Imagine that you've been cursed to understand what everyone around you truly means when they're speaking. All you hear is me, me, me. Your ears hurt. For eternity, your ears just hurt. So, mimi uses the kanji ear and means ears.
それから目がちょっと怖い。
でも手がすごく短い。ミュージアムは面白いよね。
ねえ。
While me looks like mimi if you're not paying attention, you'll likely notice it from our earlier word as meaning eye. Also, if you did our meanings and writing series first, you'll remember it as the eye of Sauron. The word on its own is just me.
それから目がちょっと怖い。それから目がちょっと怖い。
Yuki agrees with me and then says それから also or and then 目が. So eyes are the subject of ちょっと怖い. ちょっと is a little. 怖い is scary. I mentioned that it has super short arms though, likely suggesting that this counterbalances the scary mouth. But no, they'd still be terrifying to run into, even with those tiny hands. Arms? I finish us off by saying that the museum is super fun or interesting, and Yuki agrees. Ne. So, me uses the kanji eye and means eyes. Don't go anywhere because next is the quiz. If you've enjoyed the video so far, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps. At least it used to. I'm not sure anymore. Try to write down or fill in the words on the worksheet if you have it as we go through the whole scene. Or trace it on your hand like this. Me.
何を見ている？何を見ている？
明日ミュージアムの見学のイベントがあるよ。明日ミュージアムの見学のイベントがあるよ。じゃあ一足あげるね。じゃあ一足あげるね。あ、目的のティラノサウルス。あ、目的のティラノサウルス。足が長い。足が長い。
そして耳が小さいね。そして耳が小さいね。
それから目がちょっと怖い。それから目がちょっと怖い。耳に水が入っています。耳に水が入っています。大丈夫ですか？目が赤くなっていますよ。大丈夫ですか？目が赤くなっていますよ。長い道を歩いて足が疲れました。長い道を歩いて足が疲れました。新しい靴を一足買いました。新しい靴を一足買いました。あなたの国の写真を見せてください。あなたの国の写真を見せてください。お菓子の会社を見学しました。お菓子の会社を見学しました。
We'll be covering even more words in the next video in the series. If it's already out, you can click here, here, or here. I'm not really sure. You can click there and continue learning with us.